Hey, Craig, Kevin, g'day. David Ian Sykes, g'day. Fridge, g'day. Dan Shed, welcome. Yeah, go and subscribe to Dan Shed as a channel. There you go. Gonna get that one straight out there because he's bought a new video camera and he's got lots of new toys to take videos of. So you probably should go and check that out. If you're not subscribed, do yourself a favour, as any great Australian presenter says, and go subscribe, because you never know, he may even have a video at some point. Hey Greg, Mark Osborne, g'day. Craig's on the money. Look at that. There's Dan's channel, but check it out. I believe that there's probably videos coming. Don't know when, but there you go. I only got off the plane last night, midnight. Went to work this morning at 7 as normal, or a bit later. So I'm sort of feeling a bit burnt, but it's all good. And my desktop computer, I just fired that up and it wants to update to Windows 11, so that's going to be the rest of the night. Anyway, we've got live stream, which is important. We've got 5 people watching, which is a bit boring, but there you go, and 4 thumbs up. 7 now. Good to catch up with Craig and Stuart during the week. Big thanks to Craig for all his help with the last month or so. Wouldn't have done it without him, to be honest. I've got a pallet with a milling machine on it that's coming. Yeah, that's not left yet, but it's at a shipping yard, at a freight yard in Tasmania. Hey John, I did end up buying a cheap mobile phone and jamming into the box with the milling machine, or on top of the box with the milling machine in a plastic lunchbox, a sealed one. So I've got, it was screwed down, so I don't think it's fallen out, but I've got real-time tracking now. And according to the tracking, it hasn't left the freight yard yet. I paid for it on Monday, so we'll see how we go. Tuesday I paid for it. Google have an app. If we find that device, it says Tasfreight at Breadalbin or Western Junction, Tasmania. So that's where it's been since it parked up. It also says that it's got 83% battery life left. So we'll see how that lasts. But hopefully it's on its way in the next few days. Anyway, there's a hot hack for tracking parcels. Did that. Got a bit of video too. There's a fair bit of video that needs editing up. And there's also my Toolfest 21 video needs editing up, ready to be released on the 24th. So that's pretty exciting. He's actually got a video up and ready to go. Little bit impressed with you guys. Think John Creasy's got one ready to go. Excited to see that. There's a few people who do. I've got some editing to do, and I've got like the milling machine video as well, which is basically packing it up and making a pallet and everything else. So I've got to edit that up, upload it in the next few days. That'll go up first. So they didn't measure the pallet, which is very, very good. I'm going to say that out loud on public forum, because hopefully no one at works at Tasfreight's actually watching this, but it's not how it works, I don't think. It works on cubic tonnage, which is Size worked out in cubic metres. With some sort of formula on the weight. So I think the guy quoted worked out in 1,500 kilos, which only weighs, I would be surprised if it weighs 1,100. And on a certain size, and it's a fraction smaller, so I think they're doing all right. But they stuck to the original quote, and as Craig pointed out, the pallet was 1220 by 1220 or something. But don't think that worried him for future reference. So that's ready to go. Or it's waiting in the yard there for someone to load it on a truck and put it on the boat. Brought a suitcase full of stuff that wouldn't fit in the boxes or anywhere else, and stuff that was an afterthought, really. Just junk mostly. Don't know whether how much of it's actually any use, but we could have a look at it. There's 3 belt pulleys. This one's got a fresh crack. We might have to do something about fixing that. It's a nice little belt pulley, flat belt pulley. One with a bit of camber on it, which will go on an engine at some point, I guess, probably 2. It's worth having. And another one too. It's not really flat. And 3 good little cast pulleys with grub screws. That one hasn't got a keyway yet. These 2 do. So, bit of a score. It's a box of bolts. Don't know how much use any of this is. What do we got here? Box of 3mm by 7 by 0.5mm zinc plated washers. May or may not be useful at some point. There's nearly a box of 3 by 10. Oh, you can't see that, guys. Sorry. Try that. Box of 3 by 10s there. Breakers. A lot of grub screws and bits and pieces. A lot of 3mm stuff. There's a drill. And some tacks. There are 8BA brass. Would have been handy when I was building that tender. These are probably 1/8 worth of 3mm brass nuts. I've got no idea. Plenty of spring washers there. Look like they're all 3mm. Some screws that could be anything. And an assortment of springs. Don't know if that was worth bringing back or not. Probably not. There's a heap of wood screws. But they'll be useful and they'll get used. They're too good to throw out. People collect the weirdest stuff. Just come back. There's a micrometer there. Poor thing. This is seized. I think it needs a little bit of work. There's a keel part, which is a German one. And it's the Imperial. Give that a clean up. M5 button die and a button die stock. A good one. I think that's mine. Needs a clean up too. Well, we got 5/16/32 Model Engineer thread. They're worth having. 1/4 40 Model Engineer thread. And another Stewart tap wrench. M3 by 0.5. Another M3 by 0.5. M8 by 1.25. 1/8 Whitworth, because everyone needs 1/8 Whitworth button die. 3/16 Whitworth. Quarter by 40. Now that's what that is. Have I got 2/4 by 40? Probably. I must have 3 or 4 now because I know there's a couple here. Hey, Russ Knox. Another M8. M4 by 0.7. .316-24. A nice little rubstone. Soft Arkansas, Soft Arkansas. Not sure what that is actually. It's probably English, but nice little stone. And I apologise to Tom when Tom turns up. We'll wait and see if Tom does turn up before we put these on the sticker, but before the end of the live stream, we'll put them up. These were at home in Tasmania. Didn't bring them. So there they are. Got them. These Dad picked up at some point. I don't know where he's picked them up. He's probably bought them on eBay or they were a gift from someone. I didn't know he had them until I went down. I did sort of, rather than put them in a sale and sell them for $5 each, I thought I'll have them. What we have here, hey Peter, is a set of Whitworth thread micrometers. US form 14 to 20, 20 to 32 Whitworth, 32 to 40 US, so 14 to 32, and 8 to... There's one missing in that set. 8 to 30, but there's one missing out in the middle. It might turn up, but very useful to have, and not something I'd go out and buy at the price that they go for. So thanks, Dad. Appreciate that. Clone 3D, g'day. Clone at 3D Engineering, g'day. So there were things that just come back in my case, and not much there, but all this stuff gets heavy quick. Hey, Chirpy. So all these taps and dies and things need sorting out at some point. There's a lot of small button dies that need fixing. That's 532 Whitworth. I probably nearly got a set of Whitworth, small sizes and big sizes. Sorry, Choopy, about the time change. I brought this back too because I had some excess luggage, and this is mine. A lot of woodwork tools at home that were mine, and they've never been a lot of use, but this is a fairly cheap biscuit joiner and a few other things. It's a block of steel that looked like it was obviously a good thing to bring. Well, we got Mammoth traction engine cylinder. Don't know if that's useful or not. We've got most of a set of castings for half-built Reeves Marcher stationary engine, which I probably should finish. John Creasy's just built one of these. You should check out his channel if you want to have a bit of a look at one. But that's a Marcher. It needs a bit of work. It's a bit tired. The bottom end's finished. And there's castings and things there for the rest of it, I think. So, don't know. We'll see. There's a Mammoth wagon wheel, Primus blow lamp valve. Dust bag for that. And a spanner. A pair of side cutters. A nice folding bevel, because mine's a bit ordinary and this is Dad's. It's a good one, so I'm pleased to have that. It's a bit of 1/4-inch tool steel got jumped in there for some reason. I haven't really even looked in this box since I just piled stuff in. There's a wing nut. No idea about that. There's an eccentric that I've obviously made for something, or someone's made for something, and the little eccentric for the Marcher engine. I'd like, there's a file too. I'd like to think at some point that there's a cylinder for this engine somewhere, because I don't believe that's on it. It's a nice little square, 3/16 square file. So that box come back. There's a biscuit joiner there, which probably is the easy way to make bookcases and things. I'm going to need some more bookcases. So anyway, there we go. How do you organise so much stuff? Hey, Matt. I don't. That's the about this is that I don't. I need to get some stuff organised. I do have these fairly well organised. My metric bolts and imperial bolts are in systems like this. I do have this system, which is a system. These are all 3D printed. So we've got M3, M4, M2, with links stuck on the side here, sort of. So I have that system. I've got about 3 of these, and I've got BA, which is the same. These are great because you can get them out and sit them on the bench and put them back. Or you can just lift one tray out and put that on the bench. Really like these, but they stop the dividers all falling apart too. So if you do drop them, they don't get quite as mixed up as if one of the dividers come out and then they're all mixed in between. Not very much difference between, say, 3 and 4 BA, so, or 6 and 7 BA. Anyway, that's the system for those sort of things. I have a similar system that I've made for nuts and for taps and dies, like this, for little sizes, and it's got a hole and a slot in the top for the button die, and a gap for the taps. Still working on that. I've got about half of them printed, and I should print the rest. But then COVID hit, and these storage boxes were hard to find. Anyway, that's kind of how that works. But we need some stock storage. That's important. And I'm probably going to organise a couple of drawers over there that have got junk in them for things, I think. There is a system with button dies and taps and things mostly. These are just about all stuffed imperial stuff. So I'm sort of keen to see the stock storage too. I haven't really had much luck sorting that out yet. Anyway, there's 2 boxes that are about, I don't know if anyone saw the pictures on Discord of the milling machine. 2 boxes about 900, that's 36 inches by about 300, which is 12 inches, 11 inches, something like that, by about 400 deep, which was 16 inches deep. and they're pretty well full. I actually screwed blocks of wood around things so that nothing moved around too much, but a lot of junk in there. Milling machine bits and pieces, woodworking tools. I've got a Lee dovetail jig and a bit of other stuff that was in Tasmania in storage. Some power tools, things like that. And oxyacetylene kit and a TIG welder and associated bits and pieces. So that's all on the way. I posted woodworking planes separately in a box. They'll probably be here by next week, or they might not. We'll see. Anyway, there's a lot of junk, and it's because of all you guys that this was possible, so I really, really appreciate that. Hey, Anthony. Really do appreciate that. AIDS Workshop, good day. What else? What else? I rolled a spring wire that I thought was, or short bits of spring wire in a bag that I thought was worth bringing up. Bit of stuff, really. A lot of stuff. That's really good too for files, Anthony. Get a bit of insertion rubber and some contact cement and glue in a piece of that. It'd be really nice for files. I really have every intention of doing that at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. There was also, there's a lot of stuff in those boxes. We'll unpack them as it gets here. Might be here by next Wednesday, or it might not. Anyway, what other things? Toolfest 2021 for 24th of November. That's another thing. Another thing that's happening. We all know about that. You don't need the reminder, but yeah, absolutely everyone needs a reminder to watch out for that. There's going to be some cool videos. I've seen some awesome ideas that people are throwing up that are going to be in that. So pretty excited, especially some of them I'm pretty excited about, and others I'm just really excited about. Can't wait. Yeah, just get a bit of thin insertion rubber, 1 mil or something, like is in that red toolbox I sold you, Craig. And contact cement it onto some mini All Blacks and corrugated iron, and use that for storing files. That's really nice in a drawer. Hasn't happened yet. That was my intention, absolutely. What else? Found a set of drawings for that boiler. Wonder where they went. What happened to them? I think they went in a box in the post, so they'll be here too. That's pretty awesome. Found some other drawings too, quite a lot of other drawings. Drawings for a couple of forgotten models that Dad started or I started and they never happened, and some bits. Tractor hasn't arrived. Stuart Hingston's got that at his place with a few other things. He's going to make a crate. We'll hound him about that until it does arrive. But I've got plenty of stuff to put away and it's safe now, so that's cool. We won't have to worry too much about that. Thanks, Russ Knox. Stuart's in Tasmania. I caught up with him last week. So there you go. I don't know really. It's going to have a look at this. I've only got 10% battery, or I'd walk you around. It's plugged in at the moment. It may or may not be charging. I think it is. Sorry, guys. Look, the first thing is to put the big mill over there where that mill is, in the corner. That's one option. Other option is to put it over here where the grinder is behind me, which is probably a better option. And then move the grinder somewhere, but I haven't got a clue where yet. Maybe the grinder can go over next to where the drill press is, and we could put the drill press somewhere else. So it's just one of those things. So probably we could move this bench forward 4 foot and put the grinder in between, or we could, I'm not sure, I really don't know yet. Maybe the grinder could go somewhere completely different. Still thinking about that. It's a bit of a job. This poor machine, this is about dead. How am I going? I'm doing all right, really. Sorted a fair bit of crap out, but I'm I got to bring a lot more of Dad's stuff than I would, which is awesome. If this had happened 12 months ago, there's no way in the world any of this would have even eventuated. It would have been, so many things have come together to make this work, and that's awesome. Moved for a reason, and I can get that machine in here. And there's room for stuff, and I've got things sorted out enough to do that. So that's great. I would hate to have moved it up here and then have it sitting in storage until I do move, because that wasn't going to happen. So that's awesome. There's a couple of videos of Rust Knocks which I haven't seen yet. I apologise for that. A lot of videos. There's one of Matty's that I haven't seen. Been a bit slack with videos this last week. I haven't had any internet connection, and I haven't really had any quiet space to watch things. And I haven't really even looked at YouTube. I've been flat out sweeping floors and picking stuff up and sorting stuff out and pulling down walls and things like that. So Rust Knocks is building a mini shaper, which is an awesome build, and I can't wait to go and check it out. Doesn't look like Tom's going to turn up. A bit slack. We'll give him another 10 minutes. If he does turn up, we'll put his stickers up. Otherwise, might just leave him until next week. I don't know what else. I've got 1,000 projects. I've realised that I've got 1,050 projects. It's incurable. I don't know how to fix that. I've probably brought back 50 projects I didn't know about. Kevin finishes Nigel's floating reamer holder. That's an interesting build too. I can't wait to go and check that out. That's another one. What new project? There's 1,000 new projects that I don't, or old projects that I started and didn't finish that need to be completed. There is no 7. That's just to keep you happy. there's very unlikely to be anything happen here as far as big projects until I get the Stuart 400 running, and I get at least some of the way through a boiler for this 3.5-inch gauge locomotive. Thanks, Craig. They're the two things that I really want to get finished. And look, I have this awesome radiator cover. Now, I'll just branch into something completely random here. Have a radiator, I have a rocker cover off a Leyland 6-cylinder diesel from the 20s or 30s. 6-cylinder. It's got fire and order and oil and stuff on a brass plate on top of it, and a really nice aluminium filler cap, and 3 knurled bolts with holes in them for Tommy Bar to take it on, put it back off. It's proper 1920s motoring technology. I've picked it up and promised a friend many years ago that I would do something with it, and I had a plan for it. Found that and fished it out, and I just threw that in with the milling machine. So I might, even with some woodworking gear up here, finish that project. It's something to be really nice up in my bedroom. So you might see some of that too. That's just dribbling, but it's a short, small teaser on something that won't be a tool making project. Won't be restored in a Leyland Hippo or anything stupid anytime soon. Life's going to be too short. Only so many hours in a day. Yes, that's right. I sort of had a bit of a think, and here's a bit of stupid enablerist philosophy that you may or may not find useful. Thinking about a boiler for Princess Marina over there. There's a locomotive over there in the back of the bench. Hey, Matt. And thinking it's going to cost me $700 or a bit more to build it. A bit of work in it, actually. And a few dollars as far as copper goes and silver solder and gas and stuff. But you go to the Lego store, and my little sister has spent that much on a Lego set for that. She spends $700 or $800 on a Lego set. So I'm sort of thinking that, yeah, all my family, we're all a little bit crazy. So building a boiler and copper for that sort of dollars doesn't sound quite as silly then. So there's a bit of enablerist philosophy for you. If you want some justification for spending a fortune on a very useless piece of silver soldered copper or something else, or a tool or whatever, go and price Lego sets, big ones. See what you come up with. There you go. Don't know what else. I've got to make a die. I've got a kick press project already, or a kick press product that I can sell. I've just got to sit down and get the kick press together. So that's probably one of the priorities at the moment, to do that. We'd all like to be a bit thinner, to be honest, and that's something that we're working on at the moment, but it's pretty hard work as such. And all this other stuff's got to come in with it. So, there we go. $1,550 makes that traction engine. I'm here. I'm still here. Sorry. Hey, Stephen Lang. G'day. It's a big Lego set like that for $1,550. That's right. It's Australian is kind of makes model engineering seem half sort of reasonable. Anyway, what else? Still haven't found my original Toolfest 2021 project. Don't know where that is. Haven't got a clue. Seems to have disappeared completely. So I've got another video that I'm going to edit up and have ready. Making is fun, and I really enjoy making things like that steam locomotive. However, sometimes I think, gosh, it'd be nice giving it a run too. So that's where I'm at. There's plenty else to do. So I don't know what else is happening, really. Then there's the tracks, yeah. Try not to think about the tracks. There's room out here on the weekend for a portable track. And if I had 3 or 4 lengths of 4-metre track, we'd be able to have a run backwards and forwards up and down the yard on Sunday without any problems at all. But we'll see how that goes. That sounds like a fairly expensive thing. Rusty Knox says, is everyone ready? Is everyone ready for Toolfest? I'm getting very close to being ready, and I'm really impressed about that. I know some people are ready, and I've heard or I've had a heads up about some videos, and it's going to be exciting. 1 month to go, and yeah, I reckon you've got about a week, Craig. You've got a week, 1 week. There's 2 of us, Rusty Knox. It's 2 of us, but it's sort of dropped on everyone. But honestly, you've all had 3 months, so we'll see how we go with that. No one's fault, not even the Romans, if you haven't got it done. Craig has got an excuse. He spent a few days this week messing around trying to sort me out, which I really appreciate. We'll let him off, but he might have a video yet too. You never know. I'm sure he's not just going to give up. I don't think he's that sort of person. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to Craig's channel, which is Craig's Workshop, you should, because if he does drop a video for Toolfest 2021, it'd be awesome. You should check it out. Excuse me, gosh. I am here, I think. Take care, Matt. Is everyone receiving me? Can you see me? Have we dropped out? What's the story? Am I here? Loud and clear. Ah, awesome. That's good. So, 1,000 projects, like everyone. Everyone's got 1,000 projects. I don't know, really. I feel it a bit burnt this week, and some clearing out here is another thing that needs to be done before the milling machine gets here. Got to work out where to put it. Got to work out where to put stuff, etc., etc., etc. I would like, I think, to put the grinder cabinet over between those filing cabinets and the Centec milling machine. And that gives us room over here where the grinding cabinet is for the milling machine, which also gives us access to a PowerPoint, which is kind of good. So I'm not sure, really. I'm not convinced. Anthony, what's coming? Ooh, Anthony, that sounds awesome. Love those old woodworking machines. If you keep your fingers out. He's in love again. I don't know. I guess I've got to start doing some woodwork if I've got a Lee dovetail jig and all that sort of stuff up here. I haven't got a thicknesser and I haven't got a planer and I haven't got any of that stuff, but we'll see. Here's the man. World's most handsome machinist. Look at that. Toolfest 2021. You should subscribe to his channel. Go and check this guy out. Check him out. If he drops a Toolfest 2021 video, it's going to be amazing. Like, double amazing. But do you think he can do it? I think he can do it. I don't know if he thinks he can do it, but we think he can do it. So get some sleep too, though. Get some sleep too, though. Oh, thanks, Craig. I'm sorry, all you guys in Southern Australia have got a 9 p.m. live stream, because that's a bit of a pain. I really struggled with that last week. And all you guys in the USA are up early. I really appreciate that too, because I've got up for live streams in the morning and really struggled with that too. You've got to be awake and stuff. And before about 6 or 7 a.m, I'm not very good at that. So really appreciate everyone who tunes in. Everyone gives me a hand with stuff, and everyone who's reached out and helped with this mill move, because it's really something I wanted to get done, and another 6 months would have made a big difference to whether that could be done or not. But timing's everything, and the timing's better than it would have been 6 months ago. But at least the opportunity's there, and we've been able to do it. But just got to get it up here. "2021 has been a crazy big year. You got no idea. Probably it has for everyone. You've all gone and done stuff this year that you way far above and beyond. But I feel like so much happened this year. How I'm getting the stuff up. Tasfreight. Tasfreight picked it up with their tailgate loader. Poor guys. I really hope he didn't go home and quit his job afterwards. A lot of low trees and low spouts and awkward corners and big trucks, and heavy pallets and things like that, but he did manage to get in there and pick it up with quite a lot of hard work. We put it on a pallet jack and ran it up the hill, and he parked the big truck behind it and dropped the big tailgate, and we put it on the tailgate and pushed it and levered it and so forth until we got it up far enough that the tailgate would lift it, which was right at the back. Then he straightened the tailgate up and it was easy to move. Hey, Tom. So they picked it up. It's at Western Junction, the airport, at their yard. And I guess it'll go on a truck and then go Tas Sea Roads or something, one of the container ships or truck ships, off at the other end, and probably one of their trucks will pick it up and run it through to Queensland. And whether they'll drop it off here on the way past or whether they'll take it to through to their depot and put it on a smaller truck to bring it in here with a tailgate load, I don't know. I think that's what they quoted for. So if they do, I'm not going to complain. But if it arrives here with a forklift, we can sort that out. Craig, Tom, look what I found. These went absolutely AWOL, and they were still in Tasmania, so I apologise for that. But I found them, they're here. So I actually have 2 of these, which is awesome. I don't think there's very many of them around. So Tom's 2 channels. Yeah, feeling pretty special about that. But yeah, I'm one of the people who own them. Some awesome stickers here, some awesome channels. This guy here, you should check him out if you haven't already. We've already put a link out there. You really should check him out. It's one of the best channels on the network. This one here is getting very close. This is as good as this old Tony. It's not a bad deal, that. And he makes up for it in good look, so you should go. Machine NZ. I know his channel. I know his sticker's there. No, it's there. It's got to be there. Yeah, it's up the top. We'll go handheld here. There we go, Machine NZ. He's just built the floating reamer holder from Go Create, so you should check that out too. Who else is on here? Who I missed? Craig's Workshop's over there in the corner. This guy's missing tonight, which is a bit sad, but I hope we see him soon. AIDS Workshop's there too. We have an AIDS Workshop sticker. I know we've got an AIDS Workshop sticker. There we go. Should check him out. Some really awesome work comes out of that workshop. It's worth having a look. There's Stephen Lang as well. Shark River Machine. You should check him out. Presso's there. It's a good channel. Awesome guy, Australian. Really good channel, that. Yeah, Shark River's worth a look. this guy, Sierra Specialty Auto, he's a nice guy. Go and check him out. Give him a subscription. He's an awesome guy. Really appreciate what he's done recently for me. Who else is there? This guy. It's this other sticker. This is this one here and this one. Like I said, nearly as good as this old Tony. Awesome channel. Probably better. Stephen Lang. So do we all. Sorry to do that to you, but that's the way it is. I think we all need to. I'm going to put that up there. We're going to stick these up here. I'm going to shut this drawer so I can get a bit closer. This is the bolts drawer. There we go. New sticker on the board. Check that out. Two new stickers on the board. How good's that? Thanks, Tom. Really appreciate that. Who's GoPro? GoPro's someone that I sponsor. It feels like. There's a few like that. Jeff Marshall makes paint or sells paintbrushes with his own. He's got his own brand of paintbrushes. They're really nice. Marshall Script Sticks. He makes a pretty awesome lettering quill or gets them made. They're pretty nice. If you're looking for paintbrushes. Need a bigger board soon. We'll extend it. Honestly, we can extend it. There's room to extend it here, but there's still a bit of room. This box here, I'm still looking. There, Old Man Shop, absolutely. Good channel. Solid Rock Machine Tool, another awesome channel. Brad Jacobs, there's his two stickers. Haven't seen much from him recently, but good channel. These guys don't need any introduction. This guy we don't hear enough from, but he's in live stream sometimes. So check him out, Phil's Projects. Harold has a live stream once a week. He's a nice guy too. Usually he features this guy, Russ Knox, but they fight about politics at the end, but you've got to be in that to win it. 624 Dudley, I think you've had a change. The Blue Aliens, Active Atom. Should check out Active Atom. There. Active Atom, pretty good watchmaking channel. Or watchmaking workshop channel anyway. Chirpy, we need your sticker. There's Cam at Battler sticker there. Pretty awesome. Everett's Workshop sticker from Canada. What else have we got? John's Workshop, another good channel. The Eddies. This guy's crazy. I've said that before. He collects Triumph Trident motorbikes, which is a fancy way of saying he has boxes of bits that he takes from place to place when he moves. Swan Valley. I got a letter from Swan Valley recently. I've got a parcel to post to him if he's watching this. I did send him an email about it, but his his telephone number that he put in the email doesn't work, so that's not much good to me. I'll give him a call. The Glenn at Man Cave Metals. Haven't seen much from him recently. I guess he's still about. Who else? Blondie Hacks always makes good videos. Dale Derry there too. All I've seen is a portrait picture update on Facebook for Dale Derry. Where's How? Was there a video from Where's How this week? Maybe I imagined that. No, I didn't see that. Maybe I did. Not sure. Hey, Mike from Cornwall. Keith Rucker's there too. Is Keith Rucker there? I apologise for that. We just dropped out. Probably my tablet's getting a bit low in battery. I thought I plugged it in this morning. I tried to Wednesday morning, but it didn't happen. So we've got a flat battery. John's about 40 minutes behind, and I'm sorry about that. Bit laggy. The other unfortunate thing is that my computer's trying to download Windows 11, so that's not so good. The Trojan engine. Not really, no. No, don't do that, John. Don't do that. It's a Trojan, isn't it? It's the one, Reeves Trojan. The other one I mentioned is the twin cylinder version. So yes, the Reeves Trojan. And no, don't send me the plans. I don't want to know about that. This table needs a clean off, and that's this weekend's project, really. Hopefully by this time next week we're going to have a bit of a difference here and some stuff put away. I think I'm going to have to, or I'm going to get. It's going to be right out of control. Didn't see that yet. Mr. Gripson's got a new video. I'll have to go and check that out. Oh, excuse me. Gosh, I'm yawning now. Probably going to call it right on the hour because I need to probably go and sit down and go to bed. I've about had enough, to be honest. Oh, that's not much fun. Micah, I hope everything's okay. That's not much fun at all. You don't need that. Hope there's no permanent damage. Apart from that, there's not a whole lot happening, to be honest. I've come back in with a whole lot of video to edit, a computer that's trying to update the first time I switch it on, and I've got a kick press that needs a coat of paint and putting back together. I've got a sign half painted here that I needed a few days to settle down so that it didn't peel off when I put some silver leaf on. I hope it was just clean water, Mike, and not sewage or anything stupid. It's bad enough, though. I understand that. No good. Anyway, that's about where we are. Thanks heaps, everyone, for tuning in and for taking it, sort of joining in, and must be a full moon. There's a lot of crap being dribbled on the Discord channel today. So I don't know what causes that, but it has been a bit sort of all over the place. Just let them boys go. So if you want to go in there and join in and try and keep them under control. Anyway, good to see you all. I'm going to head out. I'll probably sort of be on Discord for the next half hour or so. I'm probably going to have a cup of tea or something. I don't know. And then I don't know if I've got any fresh milk. Actually, it's been in the fridge for a week or fortnight, and I probably need to toss that out. And I'm probably going to go to work tomorrow and a pretty full day. We'll see how we go. Anyway, good night, everyone. Take care. Be kind to each other. And look forward to an awesome Toolfest 2021. And live stream next week should be lots of fun. And I should have a couple of videos out before then. Thanks. I'm out.